a bit of a mistake. So this is going to be short. Actually, it's not a mistake at all. It's good. I'm documenting what I missed, which is. So the idea is to go, to do something, produce something, and then get it up. That's it. It took me a long time to realize it doesn't matter how good it is or where it's going to fit. Just put it up there. And since I'm using YouTube, just put it up. Now, I'm not going to tell people. I'm going to be embedding, right, into mine. I don't want people to go to YouTube to find my stuff. But some people figure it out, which is fine. If you figured it out, go for it. I don't care. Just be respectful, that's all. Just be respectful. If you come across private information, I give some number, that I really shouldn't have given, I don't think you will, because I have a system in place. However, I'm not perfect. And so, if you come across something like a number that you're not going to do anything bad with it, but somebody else could. Please tell me. Okay? Please, I truly would appreciate that. And I'm God's servant, not my. I could say, if I were to say I am paranoid schizophrenic, it would be a different thing than saying I am a DPS, which means officially certified, diagnosed. I am a diagnosed paranoid schizophrenic. Now, of the past two statements I made, both of them are true, except one of them is they're both true. They're just both put it together to find out the truth. I told you. I'm not interested in telling stupid people that I know what their game is, because I invite you to help me identify and point for everybody to see the Emperor's new clothes, or the Emperor's old clothes, that we've just all accepted that, okay, this is what we have to do. Yes, we have to consign our children and our children's children and ourselves in our old age. Yes, we're going to consign ourselves to being ruled by the kind of people who are becoming increasingly more oiled in well placed in the machinery. They're building machinery to give certain kinds of people more and more power over all of us. Because when people have billions, hundreds of billions, when they figure, how long is it going to be before somebody or a corporation is $1 trillion thing, What does that mean to people who are struggling to buy food when 10 years ago they were not only never worried about their food, but they went on vacations? What's that all about? People now go on vacations. At the same time, when right in this very town of Claremont, not the real name of the town, but there is a road that goes through there. But we spell it as you'd expect it to be spelled, right? We use multiple ways. We use, not just words. We use expressions. So we do things like say, I'm telling you very seriously, the moon is made of green. Yes, I do believe. I do believe the moon. Yes, I do believe the moon is. You think I'm nuts, don't you? You think I'm a paranoid schizophrenic. You think I am going to spontaneously combust, poof, like that. Wouldn't it cook your noodle? If I decided, maybe I'll do just that. Boom! Oh, God. Oops, oopsie. Uh-oh. Oh, God, and almost. That wasn't a good thing that I did. I probably have stretched something, either in my knee, my ankle, or my back. Well, it wasn't in my shoulders. No, it was lower down. It was a very sudden correction that I needed to make because I walked backwards into the chair, which you can see. It's right here. There's the chair. The offending, what business do you have, Mr. Chair, being in my way when I go back up like this and not paying any attention? What the frick you doing here? Who the hell put you there? You did. Oh, you're right. They did. So anyway, 70 years ago, my mama told my dad, well, one thing about this son of ours is that he's going to have 365 chances. Well, actually more than that, because you can do more than one a day. But to let the world know that 7 years ago, this world had me. So that's what I'm here to tell you about. About 7 years ago, I was born. I know I don't look quite that age, but that's, well, due to, well, we in Ohamsey tend to live longer. I mean, we're not genetically any different from you folks that live in this part of the world. But in Ohamsey, actually things on the outside are pretty much just the same. Just the same. What's going on with this stupid chair? It won't do what I want it to do. Everything's stupid if it doesn't do what I want it to do. Well, that's the definition of stupid. Stupid is what's wrong with the world that something bad just happened to me, as opposed to dumb. Oh, sugarly puggly. I just did something that was a mistake. I am not perfect, by the way. Oh, hello, Mr. Smoke. You want to come and say hello? Come on. Whoops. He wants attention, but you'll see. Come on. You're a good boy. Come on. Shh. Just relax. Oh, you love it. You just don't like the getting picked up and stuff. I know. And once you're there, you love it. There we go. Shh. Bob Dylan. His wife holding the cat. Sad-eyed lady of the lowland, with a sad-eyed prophet, say that no man come. My warehouse eyes, my Arabian drum. Should I put them by your gate? Oh, sad-eyed lady, should I wait? Ah, the kings of Taris, with their convict list, are waiting in line for their geranium kiss. And you wouldn't know it would happen like this. But who among them really thought he could outguess you? Ah, yes, he did, and he's on his parole, like the Sudanese government under pot, pole. I shudder to think what such would be. The Sudanese government under pot, pole. No, pole, pot. Wait a minute, what was his name? Pol Pot, right? Right, so pot, pole. Oh my gosh, what a monster. I mean, he killed a much higher percentage of Cambodians than Stalin killed of Russians, or Hitler killed of Germans, Or Hitler, for that matter, well, the world, right. I mean, Hitler and Stalin together killed a couple 100 million people, but given the size of the population, where the wars were, where their own countries as well as the wars and stuff. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's horrifying. It's horrifying. And are we immune? Is the world immune? Are we just going to kind of hang around and see if we could get our act together or not? If the leaders can, or are we just going to say, oh, fuck it. Oh, okay. So what if a dirty bomb goes off in New York? What does it mean? Oh, a lot of people are going to die from radiation sickness and stuff. Everybody will know a bunch of people who die. Got to go to watch them die slowly in the hospital over weeks and months, years. A city, great city, a great world city, empty. Shit. And we can't stop it. There's no way to guarantee to stop. I mean, that wouldn't be a very difficult thing to do. It really is not a difficult thing to do. There's no way we could stop that or something else. Doesn't have to be that. Anthrax. Oh my gosh. When that whole thing happened with the crazy American guy, sending out anthrax right after the World Trade Center. I mean, what the frick? I mean, talk about crazy people. So I had read an article about how you could take certain things, and I think anthrax is one of... No, I think it was something else. But you could, put it in the back of a truck, like a delivery truck. Just any kind of mail, UPS truck. And then you could go and sort of go up and down certain neighborhoods. You could do very targeted, ethnic cleansing. You don't have to be the government to do it. You could be anybody who manages to figure out how to do it. You could be a couple of people doing it. Look what those 20 guys, of which one guy's sitting in jail. Still, he'll just sit and rot and never, maybe someday, maybe he'll get a book contract or something, and decide to say what people basically know. Is he's just some stupid chump who would tell the guy, who would tell the instructor, oh, I don't need to learn to land. Oh my, pal, cripesy, mogoboo. What? What? You don't need to learn to land. And what was our government doing? How nimble? Think about the nimbleness of the response. And that's really what it's all about. And it was absolutely under old Condi Rice's watch, as sweet of a thing that she is. And it has how powerful to see that little cutie pie stand up to the people who stretch the truth. She was a mistress of it, definite mistress. She would be fun as a mistress, yeah. I mean, continuous consent sort of thing. It's important, very important. What's that guy talking? If you don't know, please don't bother. I mean, there's certain things best left. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you ain't ready. Or there are other things in life. Pay attention to the other things. Pay attention to things that make sense to you and just ignore the things that don't make sense. But that's true about life completely all around. Pay attention to what is what you feel. This is important. If you think something is important, pay attention to it. That's right. I'm sorry, I'm just making plans with you guys in it. Which I hope you don't mind. I mean, that's what I do. That's my stock in trade. I plan this whole thing. It's ridiculously moronic. Cops in this here town of Claremont. These guys are they're Neanderthals. And they are corrupt up to all the way. Lying, power mongering, children. And the rot goes up into the judges who are complete like just tools, you know, mechanistic. Oh, well, fuck you. We don't you mess with us. I don't give a flying fahugo. It doesn't make any difference if you're a criminal or if you are the most concerned citizen who happen to do something that I don't understand and therefore it's wrong. I don't understand what you're talking about, boy. So you are up for a fucking beating, okay, boy? They weren't quite so crude with me. I mean, A, I'm not black. B, this is not the 1940s in Alabama. But in the 1940s in Alabama, for black people, yeah, cha. What do you think? What's it like to be treated like that? I'm getting a taste of it. So yesterday, this freaking guy, this POC backwards, I don't even want to say his name. I don't want them to know that I'm talking about them because I want everybody to know about them. And I don't want them to decide they're going to get rid of me somehow. Because they have lots of games up their sleeves that they've learned over the years. And they could just keep after me this way or that, this way or that. And I'll let you know, I mean, that they will be providing the... They will be providing... Oh, that's not good. I really want to sit back a little bit. Oh, okay, I'm working, so screw it. They will be providing the humor at the cost of my inconvenience. But, well, I'm going to try... Actually, yesterday was my last day of paying any attention to them in such a way that they know. I mean, I am always going to be paying attention to whether they are around. And my intention, the next time they start bullshitting with me, is to not pay attention. Just to continue doing what I'm doing and let people see what's going on. Let them, let the guy come right up to me, so close that his chest was against my back. A big cop, standing, touching me. I personally don't give a flying fahugo. Really. You can touch me. I like touch. Go ahead. Every time I've been frisked, I go, oh, this is fun. I tell the cops, they think I'm kidding. It's actually nice. I mean, it's a little, a good pat down is a very nice thing. If you're gay and you're repressed and you want to touch my privates, if that gives you pleasure, that kind of interest, gives me a little bit of something to at least think about while you're frisking me. I mean, what the hell? I mean, what else is there to do when you're being abused? Might as well enjoy it, Doesn't mean the crime is any less if you happen to have enjoyed it. My stay in the care of the Montclair, the police, Claremont, I didn't say what I said, forget it. The Claremont Police Department. I mean, the reality is, this is one name that I don't want it to get all over. I don't want it to be popular. But if it sort of slowly leaks out. But please use your... I would say don't. Do me a favor. Let me leak it out. Don't leak it. I'm leaking it right now. So please, don't be a further leaker. Don't take my leaks. I'm taking a leak, man. If you want to drink it, fine. But don't start taking a leak on somebody else with my pee. I know this is getting a little disgusting. But if you catch my meaning there, I mean, we got to talk a little bit. We can learn. You see, we can learn, all of us, as birdie people, as parroters or ohabsiites. But don't worry, there are various names that we call ourselves. We can learn. We know we can learn. We're doing it. And we're inviting people to come. And since we've decided, we picked well. We didn't know that Montclair is both, well, we knew that it's, a wealthy area, although it's a mixed town, that's interesting. I mean, economically, quite a range, which is very interesting. It's a city, although it's, in the midst of other, like these small cities that are all smunched together. It's like, it's much higher density than LA, say, I like it when it looks like Juana here. Maybe I gotta put I don't know what I'm gonna do with my glasses. Glasses are a pain. I don't need them all the time. I mean, I do need to have access to them frequently, but not. I really want to do this. I want to put Velcro on there, so it really looks okay. So I think this is it. I gotta see. I don't know what it looks like from the front. Yes, that's it. He's like, kind of thinking. He's got his hands behind his back. I think that's clever of him. He's a clever. What am I saying? Him. This is Guana. We were calling her Guano when we thought she was a boy. But now we have learned, because she's started laying eggs. In addition to the Guana, the female version of Guano, that she so lovingly bestows and puts into the storage thing down here in the hat. I mean, what is good? It heats the house. It's good for the liver. The only problem is, it's good for shining. I mean, after it eats through the hair, it kind of keeps the pate shiny. So all that guana, I mean. Oh yes, I feel it now. I mean, it's just what leaks. I mean, it's not supposed to. What do you think? It just comes straight down out of my head. I mean, what are you, a crazy person or something? I am Godford P.